Okay, well, I meant to do this yesterday, but as with many of us, I must have procrastinated. Or to tell you the truth, I'm getting old and I just completely forgot. And so I'm going to be doing a little catching up, and hopefully it doesn't make your guys' lives too miserable. I don't think I'm giving you a lot of stuff you have to do over the weekend, anyhow, other than maybe a little thinking and whatnot. But um, so I have assigned the teams, and I've logged in as Team Andrew, so you guys might see me as having logged into your team, but I just wanted it to look like what it'll look like for you guys, okay? And if you come down, you can see then at the bottom I've got the tournament teams, okay? And so that way you can see what team you're on, okay? And I don't know that matters, but you can see how the teams are set up. If it turns out, I got you on a team with somebody you absolutely hate, let me know, and I'll try to rearrange that. I tried to, I think I only had one real request for teammates, and other than that, it was a little bit random. Just kind of picked them, and away I go. So anyhow, I've also set up the schedule, okay, for when we're going to be making decisions and whatnot. Practice round 1, it's going to end on the 13th, so that's going to be this coming Tuesday, okay? So practice round 1, and it says 11 p.m. Make note of this, it's Eastern Daylight Time, so it's going to be 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, okay? And you guys can start basically any time if you want to get in and make decisions, okay? I'll go over a couple other things in a little later video, but I wanted to get this off and let you guys know that I've assigned teams. I'm not sure. I've had a lot of questions about the homework. Just ignore the homework tab and ignore this tab down here, okay? What I wanted you guys to complete up till this week was the situation analysis, the rehearsal quiz, and the rehearsal rounds, okay, and the introductory quiz. Many of you finished those. There's a few that have yet to finish those. I would also say too that I've got a few people that are signed up for the class that haven't yet registered. If they happen to register for CapSim over the weekend, odds are they might get assigned. Of course, I'd do Erie and Ferris first to try to even out the teams. So communication, let me know if you'd like me to set up a group for you in D2L. Otherwise, I've learned in the last year or so that the generations today know far better how to communicate via Facebook. I have had folks in the past set up Facebook pages for their team. Facebook something, I've never used Facebook, so I'm not sure how that works, but they set up a Facebook page or a Facebook group or something, and they can communicate that way. Cell phones, Instagram, emails, Snapchat, I don't know, okay? I'm not real up to date on a lot of those things. I can email fairly well, and telephone, I can use a telephone okay too. And so however you want to communicate is fine, right, between your groups. I don't know what the next, this gives you kind of the schedule then, if you can go that way. Looking at the reports right now is not a huge deal, although you might want to look at the round 0, I guess it would be report, okay? Because that's going to become our Bible. That's going to become what we look at just constantly throughout. Decisions, as we go about making decisions, you guys can choose. Decisions will be available. Shoot, a 9/9, so that's today, not until 5 o'clock. I didn't mean to do that, although it'll be available here in a little bit. Then it'll be 5 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time, so a couple hours. But it should allow you to either make web decisions or you can download the Excel spreadsheet. Now, I prefer downloading the Excel spreadsheet. I've found a lot of students just prefer to make the web ones. One advantage to the Excel one is you could actually make decisions offline, and then when you got back online, you could save those decisions to the web. Okay. Normally, when you access to, if you access the Excel version of it, you'll be logging in and you'll be going to the web. It'll be connecting up to the CapSim site, but I think you can work offline if you need to. Okay. The other suggestion that I make on decisions is save them often. Okay, save them often. You'll also, as you save them, I think you're given a choice that you can tell the instructor you're ready, or just save a draft. I think are two of the options. You can do either. It's kind of like when Yogi Berra said, you know, when you come to a fork in the road, take it, and you'll get there, and either one's fine. One technically would tell me, you know, if everybody was absolutely done making their decisions, you know, I could process the round perhaps early, but I don't process the round until the time frame. Okay, and so when you make decisions and you save them, you can always go back and change them. Okay, so making a decision is not a and saving it is not a deal ender, right? That's just a beginning. Great way then, you know, one way to correspond, of course, would be for somebody to go in and make decisions and maybe send an email or whatever contact to your teammate and say, hey, I've made the decisions, go in and check them out and tell me what you think, right? And you'll be able to do that then as teammates. So plan to do those things. Yeah, the practice round decisions are coming up quickly. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. I understand that. I know that. I don't have an easy way to fix that. And what I can tell you is that is the case every single semester, whether it's face-to-face or online. Okay, and I will promise you, however, that at about between about week 5 and week 7, this will start to click a little bit. Towards the end of our practice rounds, before the competitive rounds, this will start to click a little bit, at least the decision making in the game and doing those types of things. Some of the questions I ask are going to be difficult. You'll still struggle with those maybe a little bit, but have confidence that as the game goes on, you'll get more familiar with how to run it and how to do it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it more. Hopefully, generally in the past it's worked out that way. So for now, I'll sign off, and I'm going to send a couple other videos out shortly.